I just heard from a woman who wants to lose 20 pounds and the scale isn't budging. Everyone's been there at some time. Now, to provide a little more context, she's in perimenopause, and also she feels like she's getting information overload. So I want to address this but also share that the tips that I'm going to give right now apply to anybody who wants to lose weight, any age. It's and I'm sharing what still works for me to maintain at 58, 5 years postmenopause. And the tips that I'm sharing are what have helped my clients lose anywhere from 10 to 35 pounds and keep it off at all ages. So this woman is in perimenopause, really unhappy that the scale isn't budging. And she keeps getting conflicting advice. Some people are saying eat less, move more. Others are saying you're not eating enough. Cardio raises your cortisol. You need cardio for a healthy heart. I agree. And then it's, keto, this, that, the other thing. I am going to break this down and give you some very simple tips. So simple, you can apply them today. You don't need to go out and buy anything special. You can start doing this today and see real results. So we're going to go back to that very simple mantra that I use all the time. Mantra, catchphrase, whatever you want to call it. Prioritize protein and produce. Build your meals around high quality protein dense foods. We are talking things like lean beef, fish, poultry. Eggs aren't the most protein dense food, but they're so nourishing. So if you tolerate them, they're amazing and they're super satisfying. Also, if you tolerate dairy, some lower fat dairy like Greek yogurt or cottage cheese, those are really protein dense. So we're looking at focusing on foods that are high in protein while being relatively low in calories. That's kind of the secret sauce right there. Building your meals around those foods, and I want to emphasize starting your meals with those foods. Eat the protein first, and then fill in with the beautiful, colorful, antioxidant-rich fruits and veggies. And if you're looking for weight loss, think the less starchy options. So we're talking berries, leafy greens, apples, the cruciferous veggies. And I'm not saying you can't ever have a banana or potato, because you absolutely can. But if you're looking for weight loss, if you're looking to increase protein and decrease calories, which right there is the secret sauce, the magic formula, you want to focus more on those non-starchy fruits and veggies, but you can absolutely have some of the other ones, like the potatoes, all that stuff. So build your meals that way. Doing that, and then cut back on or cut out entirely the crappy processed carbs. We don't need anything made out of flour. Isn't really helping you lose weight. And even the almond flour, nut flour, all that stuff that's lower in carbs, it still ends up being kind of heavy, and it's not really supporting weight loss, if you want to know my honest opinion and what has helped me and my clients lose weight, keep it off, all of the things. So prioritize protein and produce. Build your meals around those protein dense foods. And this is coming from somebody, I was a vegetarian, sometimes vegan, for over 30 years. I incorporated animal protein back into my diet over 15 years ago. And at 58, 5 years postmenopause, I have never felt better in my life. And not gonna lie, pretty happy with the way I look. So prioritize protein and produce. I would encourage anyone who is looking to lose weight and to maintain, to aim for 1 gram of protein per pound of ideal body weight. So for example, if you currently weigh 160 and you want to get down to 140, I'd be aiming for at least 140 grams of protein per day. I'm not talking about the weight of the food. I'm talking about the actual content of the protein. So like the amount of protein. So you can find this by Googling, looking at labels. Again, you're just eating real food. But like, for example, a can of albacore tuna has 29 or 30 grams of protein and only around 130 calories. So that is a high protein, low calorie food. That is a protein dense food. That is a great option. Same thing with salmon. The sockeye salmon I get at Costco, like each fillet has, I think it's 230 calories and 37 grams of protein. Yes, please. Lean ground beef is amazing. Cottage cheese. 1 cup is 160 calories, 28 grams of protein. That is amazing. So when you start looking for these high protein foods and building your meals around them, it gets really, really easy. Fill in with those colorful fruits and veggies, and then reduce or cut out the processed carbs. You can still, and again, you can have coffee. There's room for maybe some, a cocktail here and there, but alcohol isn't doing any favors when it comes to weight loss. And then the other thing that I'm going to add is, again, the cardio, the exercise gets confusing. It starts with food. You can not out exercise a poor diet. You could never do that. But I'm going to tell you, because we don't want to complicate this, we want to make this doable. Start walking. Get your steps in. Walking is underrated for weight loss and fat loss, because we're going to actually lose fat and make this sustainable and not be losing our lean body mass. Look at however many steps a day you're getting now. Just use the pedometer app in your phone. See how many steps a day you're averaging and look to increase that. Say right now you're averaging 5,000 steps a day. Look to increase that by like 1,000 steps a day for a week, and then 1,000 steps a day for the next week, and so on until you get to at least 10,000 steps a day. I personally do 15,000 steps a day. Walking is not going to raise your cortisol levels. It is a steady state cardio that, especially done for longer periods of time, definitely helps with fat burning. But every step counts. So if you don't need to go out for a 5-mile walk, I would encourage you to build. It's great if you could do a morning walk and an evening walk, not just for the exercise, but getting that natural light in your eyes is going to help to reset your circadian rhythms, which in turn improves your sleep, helps to balance hormones, all of the things. Take the sunglasses off. Let some natural light in your eyes. So, and then you can get steps in. Just look for ways to build it in. Park your car further away when you go shopping. Do an extra lap around Costco. I walk around the house while I'm listening to messages and things like that. The more you move, the more you're going to want to move. And when you set this challenge of a certain amount of steps per day, you just become more active. You just look for ways. Sometimes I'll be like, maybe I'll vacuum right now. Like, everything gets better when you start walking more. So save this video, share it, subscribe if you found this helpful. It feels so good to feel so good. And this is the way to lose weight is, and not just lose weight, but feel amazing, is to make it sustainable. Do things that work in your real life. There's not a single special thing that you need to buy to start doing this today. Now, next time you go to the grocery store, you're definitely going to want to load up on these higher protein options. And put some things in your freezer. If you need more support, best place to start is check out my latest cookbook, Happier, Healthier, and Hotter, high protein, low calorie, bikini friendly recipes. This also has so many actionable weight loss tips. The same things I'm talking about here, helping you, reduce cravings, have more energy, handle emotional eating, all of the things. It's all in there. Hope you found this helpful. Drop any questions in the comments, and I'll see you again soon.